Okay, joined by Niall O Ceallacha, Dublin Senior Hurling Manager. Neil, a battle out there today, obviously ultimately defeat in a penalty shootout here in the Dioralyte Walsh Cup Final. What's your assessment of the game, I guess?
Yeah, I think it was battle definitely. The pitch conditions there, the general conditions were conducive to a proper battle. It was hard hurl out there. I thought each team was very, very honest in their efforts. A good game for this time of year, I would say, and I'd say for both teams, and a good game to have kind of moving forward into next weekend as the league starts.
Yeah, I know one of the aspects of the game that you were looking for today was kind of new faces showing their hand. A lot of good performances out there today across between both newer faces and maybe some of the more senior guys, but I'm sure you got a lot out of today's game, nonetheless, despite the defeat, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, loads of positive. Listen, we fell short as in a penalty shootout, but lots of positive there, definitely. On the individual level, and a game like that, it's less about the kind of collective and kind of from a setup or kind of a tactical point of view. It was very much man on man there, and kind of man on man, a lot of contests be in the air or on the ground, and from that perspective, I think a lot of lads, stuck the hand up, put the hand up, had positive days, and as I said, really, really honest effort for both teams, but a lot to take from it. Not perfect, obviously, it's never going to be this time of the year. But moving into next weekend, I'd say for both teams to have that game will serve both well for next weekend.
Brings to an end a 4-game pre-season Dioralyte Walsh Cup campaign, and I'm guessing you kind of see it as a positive, the campaign overall, the 4 games overall, considering, again, had a look at some newer faces and a lot of the older guys getting some game time as well.
Yeah, sure. I think, what I was saying, I think we had 34 or 35 lads over the 4 games who got opportunities there. So, that range from lads who were well established for the last few years to lads who had very, very limited opportunities for the last few years, or indeed young lads stepping out of the under-20s. So that's what this is about. Lots of positive there on lads who, relatively unknown, I would say, for the last few weeks and months, and really coming through. So we need all of that. We need all that. It's a bit of change on the panel for since last year there. So we need new lads coming through too, and lots of lads have sort of a hand up there. So it's positive.
From that point of view, obviously we saw Chris Crummy back in the panel today, Owen O'Donnell back in the panel today as well. Some other guys we haven't seen in the pre-season, the likes of Fergal Whiteley, I know, Sean Curry, for example, Danny Sutcliffe. What's the situation ahead of the league campaign now coming up?
Yeah, all those lads, they're all in different spots there. They'll be coming back at different stages, be it Sean Curry, be it Fergal, and we'll bring them through as the weeks move on. With Danny, he's actually moved on, so Danny won't be with us for the year. He's actually finished up hurling with Dublin. Incredible servant for Dublin over so many years. So I know for our group in there, he's been a super teammate for so long. So all the best to him. He's been super for Dublin, and we wish him well. Yeah,
and I guess a massive leader in the dressing room, both for yourself and for the last decade or more with Dublin as well.
For sure, and as he would say himself, it's about handing that over, having the thing in a better place, and he's made a huge contribution. It's now about other lads from leadership side of things really stepping in and putting the hand up, and lads are doing that, and that's what any team is about. So, like any team is evolving all the time, and it's about new blood coming through, and that's why I suppose the last few weeks have been such a positive.
Finally, obviously today is, like I say, game 4 of 4 heading into the league campaign, which starts next week, so it's a very quick turnaround. What's the kind of, I guess, focus in that regard from yourself? I guess the planning switches quickly now to the Clare game next Sunday.
Yeah, we've probably always had an eye on it there, kind of always had an eye on it. The league we're in there was obvious when the fixtures, side of things, it came out away in Ennis there, all our champions in 2024 there, so it's as big a challenge as you'll get. They'll be ready for it. We've been holding in it for the last few weeks, so listen, we have who we have, and as usual, no excuses, and we'll be heading down the road to put our best foot forward. So we'll see how we go.